The United States says it is just 1% away from finalizing a trade deal with India, with an interim agreement expected in the coming weeks and months. The announcement comes amid rapidly expanding economic and technology ties between the two sides. The U.S. ambassador to India said negotiators are now working on the final stage of talks. The deal is expected to boost cooperation in advanced manufacturing, digital trade, and emerging technologies.
Just last week, India had sent a team to Washington, D.C. to finalize the last 1% of that trade deal. Next week, we will welcome a U.S. delegation here to continue those talks. We fully expect that the trade deal will be signed over the next few weeks and months.
India's Ministry of External Affairs says a U.S. trade team is expected to visit India next week to take forward negotiations between the two sides.
We had a trade team which visited the United States in the month of April, if I'm not mistaken. And now we are expecting a team from the United States to visit India next week, where negotiations will be taken forward. So far, we've had a positive and constructive engagement. We'll keep you updated with more details in this regard.
The announcement follows the U.S. Secretary of State's first India visit, where talks focused on trade, critical minerals, and strategic cooperation. Bilateral trade between India and the United States has grown from $20 billion to more than $220 billion in 2 decades. And for more on these developments, WION's Assistant Editor Foreign Affairs, Sidhant Sipal, getting us this report. Take a look.
The U.S. ambassador to India has said that the interim trade agreement could be signed in next few weeks and months. We know that there have been engagements, whether it is an Indian trade delegation traveling to D.C. or whether it's an American trade team that is expected to travel to New Delhi next week. Now, we know that in February there was the big announcement when it comes to trade understanding, and since then conversations have been happening. In fact, the US ambassador to India, Sergio, has said only 1% of the trade agreement is left to be negotiated. It is coming at a time when we know that the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio was in Delhi in a visit that saw announcement on critical minerals. Now, we know that globally the trade arrangements are being negotiated. India recently announced an agreement with the EU, and the focus is that it becomes in effect by next year. There are conversations with countries like Canada, Israel, and focus from the Indian side is to form more such a trading arrangement that, of course, benefits the people of this country. With video journalist Sidhant Sipal for WION in New Delhi.